Well, then we lose our place in the video, but it's fine.
Boom.
Hello, everyone.
Yo.
Welcome back to the Safe House. We're moving into our next series, which is going to be DisK versus Cham. We got on the couch myself. We got Nathaniel still, and we have a very, very well put together young man named Steadfast. How's it going, Dave?
Oh, we're doing okay.
They made me cast this one with them in case it got violent.
Yeah, this was a mistake on the setup.
Yeah, I think you need to scoot more in.
There should be
to
someone
on
between
camera.
us. Yeah.
You're
Get
like off
between
camera.
us.
Yeah.
I'm a little scared, okay?
I understand. Dave is a scary man.
We got to talk about this game right away because there is your favorite thing, my guy. They did this one just for you. DisK coming in with the shenanigans.
Okay, so Gate Forge.
Oh, that's an instant scout, though.
Yeah, that is going to be a very quick scout there. And it's funny because DisK used to not, or specifically be known as a player that would never cheese. And he has actually started cheesing the last year or two and everything. So cool that Cham has already identified this. But the nice thing about Gate Forge is you can transition out pretty quick.
You can, yeah, but you definitely don't want to get blocked this early.
Yeah.
This is great for Cham. He's going to be really, really happy. There is still the option you can go back into this, but with the Nexus and the Cybercore coming down, that's obviously kind of out the window.
Makes me think of the ancient texts times when Protoss had the Forge expand in StarCraft 2
yeah.
that lasted until what was it? Was it the invention of the Ravager that just ended that and it was just never going to work again?
Pretty much, I think.
Yeah.
This is still something that'll happen on NA. You got Rocker holding down the fort on the cannon expand.
He loves Forges. Oh, I got to draw a card. Which deck am I drawing from here?
You're drawing from
your choice.
Either one, but
You
I
can
can't
take it
make
from,
that decision. Thank you.
Oh, he's going to cannon rush the third now?
heck yeah, this is the way you do it, my boy.
So I read this, show it to the camera, and then prank into these guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just play the mic down. Or, Jess can do it, yeah.
Yeah, of course, Cham doesn't know this is here because who does this?
And then
who proxies a tank?
It's always weird when you do the cannon at the third, though, because you know that you have to throw it down before the third base finishes. So you're going for the cancel, not the kill or anything on that. And there's also going to be that weird moment where if they just decide to make a bunch of lings or something and get aggressive to try and slow down your third, they actually can start to cancel or find this, but doesn't seem like he's going to do that at all.
Yeah, now I'm just wondering if he's going to add on a shield battery or a third cannon.
No. You don't even want to let the second cannon finish, I think, because you want them to just cancel this hatchery, and then you want to cancel your second cannon. But he's actually going to hold on to that. It doesn't cancel the second cannon.
I think that's still fine, though. Yeah, you just cancel the battery. You're still okay with this. Because that is a long delay on the third, and now DisK is going to force Cham into taking this base. He's already got the Twilight Council on the way, so I think he's thinking maybe Blink Stalker attack. Or maybe Resonating Glaives. We'll see.
I do want to give a quick shout out as I try and tap out of the game really quickly so I can show the donation thing a little bit easier. We did get a couple of donations, and one of them, $15 coming in from InfoFox saying, Steadfast can draw a card and target anybody. He needs to drink some. So, Steadfast.
All right. We got to show it to
now
the camera, right?
We've got two active
two active cards.
Did you show yours to the camera?
We did show mine to the camera.
DisK has stopped mining gas. This is not some kind of we're playing out of this. This is we're going hard in the paint. Someone's gonna need to. We're gonna need to.
Words, you got this?
Yeah.
I believe in you, Dave.
You see, DisK is taking his probes off the gas. He's getting ready to go hard in the paint. He's got the extra 4 gateways, and we are ascending.
Full send, yeah. Sorry, I started reading the card, and it got me a little bit. I'm sure we've got this.
Did Ruffy chuckle at that? Guys, did Fear Dragon chuckle at that joke?
I didn't hear what you said.
Damn it. All right.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. Where's the bottle opener? Because I was trying to find one before we got out here anyway.
Chicken Man has one, but he went out for Boba.
I'm not one of you savages that can open it with my teeth.
Thank you, Alamo, for the 3-month Twitch Prime resub, and also Squashy for the Twitch Prime sub, and also Captain Hair for the 5 gifted subs. Absolute legends.
Cham's got the absolute soul read on this, by the way. He stopped cutting, he stopped building workers at 41, no layer, great creep spread, pure roach off 3 gases. This has no chance.
This is also
working.
This is like Cham's comfort zone too. Is give Cham a game where he just makes roaches, lings, and queens.
What are we looking at?
Okay, this is an all-in actually from Cham.
Yeah.
Okay, well this actually could get a little weird then because the queens are going to be off creep. This should still be very good for Cham, but
yeah, the recall of those units is like, even if you get a bunch of damage on with these zealots, recalling those zealots to then deal with the roaches and lings and queens inside of your natural is just not going to be a good time.
Yeah, there's a chance that Cham does like a weird army split and the base trade gets really awkward. Hold position on the drones trying to protect the queen, but that's just going to get run over real quick. And I mean, Zealots are pretty damn good at a base trade at killing everything.
Oh, that
yeah.
one pylon. Oh, if only there was a name for that one pylon. Just.
Oh,
They cut the fiber.
5 gateways of Twilight Council in a row. That's actually, I have not seen any pylon quite like that in a while.
No?
No. In fact, I'd say, that's one of the best things about
Maybe like a rogue pylon would be a good name for it. Like
because it's on its own,
rogue-
right?
Yeah,
The
a
Maverick
rogue
pylon. The
pylon,
Maverick
Maverick
pylon.
pylon.
Boom.
Yeah.
I don't know. That sounds kind of dishonest to me.
Intellectually dishonest
Maybe
to call
a
it
little.
a rogue pylon?
Yeah, maybe a little intellectually dishonest.
Ah, that's fair. That's fair.
Uh,
We'll think about it a little bit more.
Well, if it was unkillable, it'd be a Cero pylon, obviously.
Yep.
You know, I have to say, the army supply is getting closer and closer than I thought it would be.
And there's a warp prism. The probes were saved for DisK. I'm
There's a
not
warp,
really.
There's a warp prism that
we-
keeps the units alive. I want to note, there's no warping
There's
potential.
no warping.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about
Yeah.
the micro potential.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
we
for
have
sure.
the rights to use the phrase full NA during this game? Are we there yet?
We're,
think
we're
so.
so
Would you,
there.
if this was a fiesta, would there be clowns involved or not?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Cham gonna try and get out these drones. If he can't get any drones out, this becomes a really weird situation.
Does manage to.
DisK does have a lot of money. He can theoretically build Nexi.
There's only enough money for, what is that, 2 extractors? There's still
3.
a little bit of minerals actually coming in. Where are the minerals coming in from?
It's making me real anxious to see him
Oh,
juggle
this base.
micro probes against Ravagers, but
Yeah.
it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, that's that micro potential I was talking about. I think DisK actually might be doing it. Oh, that Evo
Oh,
chamber.
that's
great.
great.
That's so many IQ points. I don't even know.
Man, I feel like I just heard Dave orgasm on stream.
It's pretty smart.
that was an intense reaction, but also a very sick play.
Now, what will take longer? Hypothetically killing everything with these zealots, or 4 queens to bring down a Nexus?
Brochorin going down is going to be
Oh,
annoying.
he didn't cancel. Oh, not canceling those is a big deal. That's 100 minerals that you really don't want to be throwing away right now. Okay, there we go. He cancels that one.
Wait, I thought you get the minerals back if the egg dies.
One of them finished.
Oh, okay.
One of them
If
finished.
it finishes, then that's fair.
Yeah. He's going to cancel all these. God, that Evo chamber is actually so big brain, it's insane.
It's super helpful. I do want to note, if you lose the spawning pool and you lose the Rotorin over here, I mean, even just losing the spawning pool is kind of annoying because Cham doesn't have any gas income right now. Understandably, he has 10 workers, but this means that there's not really going to be any spine crawlers, no lings, or anything else coming out. So it means that economic advantage is going to take a lot longer for it to actually be helpful for a bit.
DisK should have built a Nexus like a minute and a half ago, and he didn't do that, and that is he's now revealed. And I mean, he's got the money for it, but there's so much creeps right here, and he doesn't have detection, so he can't clear this.
Not building a Nexus, though, sometimes it can be like the big brain play where your opponent doesn't think you have the money for a Nexus because you would have built it otherwise. So it can force Cham into like a weird situation where he thinks like, okay, if I just actually kill all your buildings, you actually lose because you would have made something if you had resources.
Yes. I don't think he realizes that, like, if it went to a game from here, he could have, so he might be going for that little mind game, but I think just in this scenario, when he knows how many drones he's killed, it's maybe a bit of a mistake, but at the same time, Cham could have hid drones somewhere, so it could be, instead of 9 drones, like 25. And then the scenario you're talking about is very awkward.
Maximum value off of these queens.
Yeah.
Look, I know I'm going to lose them, but I'm damn well going to get my monies out of
Did he
them.
kill a zealot?
No.
Okay.
Close. One of them's very low.
Ooh,
Shield's
he
gone.
almost-
Oh.
He almost got 2 zealots that were already deep in the red.
Absolutely brutal.
Sometimes
that
it'd be
plus
like
one
that.
weapons,
Yeah.
man. That zealot would have died without +1 weapons.
So this turns so weird so quickly because Cham attacked.
I'm so worried DisK is going to build one too many pylons and just not have enough for a Nexus.
Oh, he wants to warp in more units.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Are you
He's gonna
telling me
spend all his money.
that
Oh my
can
God.
turn into a flying pylon?
Hey, we finally found the
Oh, he
one.
can't build a Nexus anymore!
Yeah, no, this is a choice.
Yeah.
He's full sending.
Yeah. Okay. We're all in on this.
Yeah, 100%. This is 100% all in, fully.
I love that he could have warped in a single stalker or something, and it's just like, no. More zealots.
Even though my opponent will fight me with his whole army behind a mineral.
There will be a choke point.
Okay, is there a value proposition here for YOLOing the Nexus? Going back to the cannons?
Just
no,
kill the
it's
hatchery,
just too much, right?
Just
yeah,
kill the
hatch.
hatchery.
I mean, he has to with the good positioning Cham's going for, but
I mean, literally the stalker can chip away at the hatchery, right?
yes.
And force an engagement.
Every second that
Yeah.
passes, he's adding roaches, right? So it's just going to get worse for him.
Exactly, and the fact that once the hatchery goes down, it's not a huge thing, but the broodlings will contribute. Oh, now this is going to be a good fight for Cham, or for DisK to start off, but Cham obviously, I mean, he can just keep pulling back.
Yeah, it's like if he got him at the right moment when he didn't have enough minerals to rebuild the hatch and then brought everything to the cannons, you just hold out there, I guess. But maybe take the prism and try to get the last building.
Yeah.
You have to kill all the Ravagers so he can't corrosive bile down the buildings, I feel.
Oh, true,
it's just so awkward. But we are going to see the fight here. The Zealot's going to try and be ferried around for a surround. A lot of them attacking the hatchery. That's quite a bit of lost DPS. Probes contributing quite a bit to the fight. I think maybe a drone pull. No, doesn't even need it.
Heads up play. Good heads up play by Cham. I mean, you called it. That moment where he goes for the dive, the first time, if he doesn't block with the Evo Chamber there, everything probably dies. But he squeezed out. I think we had, what, 4 more Zealots get warped in when he brought the Prism back, and then maybe 4 or 5, and then
5 more.
And then it was just a couple more roaches, it seemed like. He wasn't trying to get the drone count back up. I like where he built the Roach Horn, too, because it was in the same spot of that Evo Chamber. He's like, I need it, but I want it to be somewhere that it's impactful.
Yeah, that Evo Chamber was like definitely the play of the game for sure. That was cool as hell.
I gotta get my drink. I don't know if it's gonna be loud when I put this down, so I'm just gonna apologize. Okay.
Just put it down. I'll tell you if it's loud. Boba!
Ravi got his boba. The event
Can I just drink this instead? Dude, that was impressive.
Yeah, that made no
I did
noise
not
at
even
all.
consider putting down the mic like that.
Fuck around, Ravi. Actually, it's exactly what I came here to do.
I think that's what we all came here to do.
Thank you. Did we already call out Squashy?
Yes, we did call out Squashy. I called out Squashy. You guys want to hear a rapper?
Should we be changing scenes in between the games or no?
You know, I would, but ZombieGrub believes in this idea of just showing the in-game lobby screen and everything. I'm like, you know, this feels like a really low production quality move. And she's like, I don't care if I show the loading screen. I'm like, okay. I mean, it's your choice. Okay, here a little ASMR for you guys of Boba popping into the...
Oh, that's nice.
Don't you guys wish you had Boba? That means Chicken Man's back. Nice.
He did, in fact, hand it to you directly.
He
so
did.
Yes, he is back.
Thank you, Chicken Man.
That was a game and a half. That was a game and a half.
That was certainly a game.
Oh no, that is not. Oh god. Okay, Cham accidentally just built a second Overlord, having a little bit of a brain fart there after
Dude,
that.
it's
very
so
intense.
hard when you're playing Zerg and you're like rapid fire hotkeys. How does this work? And you hold down the button a little too long. I'm like, man, maybe we should make rapid fire easier. It's a really tough thing to do.
I think there should be like a settings option where you can just under gameplay just put like maximum number of attempted Qs at once and just be like, okay, 15. I'll never make more than 15 Overlords at once. Let's leave the upper range there. You know?
Yeah, you know, I totally agree. Maybe we should just actually let it so that you can have a separate hotkey that just works to rapid fire, so that Zergs don't accidentally mispress anything. You know?
That's a good
As
idea.
they adjust all the in-game settings that don't actually exist in the game.
You adjust the individual speed of each key, so only your Overlord hotkey actually has the slowest repeat rate.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Zergs need the help, man.
Work smarter, not harder, baby.
Yeah.
Good God.
Poor Cyril.
Poor guy's like, how many ways can I show you how to win? Jesus.
Cyril's like the tutor for the entire Zerg race. He's like, guys, like I'm showing you the methodology. Can't curve the test so hard.
We learned that lesson from Maru a long time ago.
I love making fun of Zerg in front of Dave because I can see it in his eyes as he dies inside.
Well, it's just like Usain Bolt, you know? Like, why don't they just run as fast as I do? Idiots, are they stupid? Like, and it's like, I want to, but my legs aren't as long, and also I don't have the genetics. And they're like, yeah, what a bunch of idiots, I know.
Are you saying that Cyril's only winning because of genetics?
No, I'm saying that he's so much better than everyone else. He's like the Usain Bolt of StarCraft 2.
Genetically.
Sure. I don't know why you're trying to get. What, Robbie?
What do you want to tell us? If it's not genetic, then everyone could just try harder.
I mean, that's what Rovi's trying to say is if it's practice based, then
yeah.
If only everybody just lived in Pornina and had like a good chill life where they practice StarCraft a reasonable amount of time.
All
every
I'm
day.
saying is, what other StarCraft players do you see photos of playing golf? And is there a correlation between golf
That's my
and StarCraft?
favorite thing about
it probably is.
He's the player I know the most about their hot. You hear about it, right? He's got a lot of
build
stuff
the
he does.
calluses on your hand.
He does a lot of stuff. He's got variety, but it gives us it puts the game in the subconscious occasionally a little more and lets him process things in the background. It's not bad to have hobbies.
Yeah, exactly. I do think that's like one of the coolest things about Cyril going to the military and everything, and just seeing that he still is an absolute beast as he went to the military. As you're saying, oh, but wait, he didn't practice 14 hours a day to get good. He has a balanced lifestyle.
That's the most interesting thing.
Exactly.
100%.
Dark Shrine.
It is a dank shrine. What's your favorite unit? Is it the DT or
High
is
Templar.
it the cannon? The High Templar.
Yeah. High Templar is my favorite design unit in all of StarCraft, and I'll tell you why. Because I feel like it has a really, and I will say this, I liked it more when it didn't have an attack. Because there was a more interesting...
I was going to make fun of you for that, so that's a good call.
I love that it had this like interesting trade-off of it had to be controlled well, and also it didn't have any defenses whatsoever. It was like a complete...
Yeah.
But it had like these spells that were very powerful, as long as it was supported. But there was also this ability to merge it with into an Archon, and then it inverts all those traits, where it becomes a very powerful individual unit on its own, but doesn't really have like those superpowers that it had before. So it's like irreversible decision. I love that design decision. This is a very nice little sling run by.
That's why I like the Dark Archon, because it was like you could just try and cheese somebody, and then if you failed, boom, you already had. You could just go into mind control and turtle, right?
Hell yeah!
Right, that's it. I mean,
your units are mine now.
There's nothing better than stealing the 8 battle cruisers the other guy turtled and spent the whole game making at the 15-minute mark. It's just it's poetic. Dude, I grew up on big game hunters.
My favorite part about the Brood War mind control also is that you could just click multiple units.
Oh yeah, it worked really. It was one of the few spells that didn't like break from the multicast.
This is going to be close. If DisK beelines it for a Spore, he might just win the game. But it is going to be really close on the timing. We got this Spore finishing up.
No, the
body blocking should be good. Yeah. But
get closer.
Oh, now it's a trap. Now you're stuck.
It's a trap.
Hot pickup. Oh, just give it up.
No, don't go for the last one. That's greedy. Hey, he's fine.
Yeah.
He loses 1 DT. How do we feel about this?
That was a DT for a queen. That's amazing for Cham. Cham's going to be so happy about this. He forced it back, killed a DT. There is going to be an Archon morph.
Cham did make a lot of roaches and lings early on.
This is still so great.
Doesn't matter?
Cham, though. No, it does matter. Okay. It does matter for sure. But it's the fact that the third Nexus is, well, at this point, almost certainly going to be canceled.
If you kill this, then I'm totally with you. The Archon's doing... Okay, no. I was like, Archons versus Lings, maybe they kill them fast enough. Not enough.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? For the Protoss, those Lings naturally split wrapping around that Nexus, and it's just what could DisK have done, really?
Yeah, it's not like he hesitated on anything. Like he recalled instantly morphed Archons. They were even at the naturals, so they were closer technically to the third base. Like
it was a good play. Good play to get the value out of the units Cham built to defend entities.
No, exactly. Behind this, it's going to be Blink and +1 and Immortals, but like DisK is already in a really uncomfortable position. And Cham, he droned up quite nicely. He's going to be on 3 base full saturation in a moment. Only thing is that his layer, isn't super fast, but relative to the state of the game, he's big chilling.
Even got 3 Overlords coming out, as he still has a lot of supply left over, which makes me think he's about to just flood out roaches.
Yeah, well, I guess that's what makes the layer timing then a little more interesting, right, Dave? Because the roach speed has only just begun. So if that is what his plan is, it's still going to take a little while. At least enough time for him to maybe situate that third a little more.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the cool thing about this, Cham, the +1 and roach speed will time out pretty nicely, and he will probably get reasonably aggressive, but Cham is a big swarm host enjoyer. And the same economy on which you play Roach Ravager, you can also pop out 10, 12, 14 swarm hosts and just use those to chip away at your opponent. Cham loves them so much. DisK, though, that's a lot of sentries. Obviously, he's got that blink and +1. He's going to be hitting an attack timing most likely as Cham is trying to build those swarm hosts.
But it's kind of weird timing also because Cham has been doing nothing but making roaches. So yes, the infestation pit is there. It's even finished now. But the swarm hosts aren't actually starting yet. He's literally just been making army supply.
Yeah. This is a funky game. It's a relatively low eco game, but it's a game that Cham is going to be very happy with. He does go for the hive instead of the swarm hosts, and obviously that's a much lower investment than building, 15, 10, even 8 swarm hosts. Well, force fields could be good here. That is going to be a catch on a few roaches. That's a good start for DisK, but he's going to need a lot of that type of stuff.
It's a crazy amount of sentries you were pointing out earlier. He's got so much energy stacked up on him now. Without the Ravagers to bust that open, he needs a few more, and it's going to come down into that valley between the natural and the third base. Those force fields do drop. We see the bottles open up a few, but he still has a good amount of energy to work with. Guardian Shield is still up, trying to just continue to piecemeal this out, but I don't know if he's got enough to do another full block like that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the sentries also ended up dying because they're all on that front line. So they're the units that are getting picked off, and we see all those sentries are now gone. The Immortals go down, and Cham takes the game, and that's a 2-0 there for Cham.
Yeah, really nice job from Cham. He did end up on, I would say, we got to switch scenes, right?
We could.
Out of game?
Yeah, we could.
He definitely got himself into a situation where he was on the right end of builds both times. Obviously, things got a little weird because he was going for this all-in in game number 1. And, if he sits back home and defends, that game does not go to this weird base trade place. But regardless, it still worked out very, very well for Cham, and he's going to be happy to pick up a 2-0.
Yeah. We do have a donation of $20 from HE something. I'm going to see. Heaven SC!
Right on.
Heaven SC. Fruitland. Ooh, so we got some donations coming in, getting us closer to the Fruitland.
Wait.
What?
The winds are changing. Who wants to be my daddy?
So
I'm going to go drink.
Yeah, you got to go drink.
That one was a tough one.
That was a tough one. You did a nice job. You got our attention and everything.
There needs to be like a moment to punctuate with that. Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah,
that's
after the game.
Yeah, that's a tough one. But
be like, I see all these roaches in speed, and I find myself with one question: who wants to be my daddy? And maybe there.
For those who are wondering, by the way, Dave didn't just do that because he wanted to, and
he
that
drew
was
a
what
card.
he thought. Yeah.
He drew a card.
There is, in fact, donation goals that you can find by typing in !donations. Thank you, Alaska Winter, because I forgot what the command was. And you'll find a whole little diagram that shows if you donate certain amounts, you can get us to do things like draw a card and pick a target where we have to enact something on that target, which was what David just was forced to do.
I had to impersonate somebody, and you guys were so dialed in during that last series that I actually repeated every single thing David said word for word for about 30 seconds, and just neither of you noticed.
I did not, in fact.
You guys were locked in.
I think you caught me while I was trying to do technical, like the very beginning of the technical
Well, I was
support.
impersonating